We're Team George and the Giant Pledge.
And we're trying to raise £1 million to help beat children's cancers. Back in November last year, we found a lump on our son George's back.
George's tumour that we had discovered was thought to be 90% chance of it being a benign tumour.
George was sat there playing. We walked into the room. There was the consultant and a nurse specialist there. And then when you hear those words, it's cancer, you almost feel like you've stopped breathing. The second we entered that building, we realised what a great hospital it was, and we were just stunned seeing how many poorly children they look after.
The initial £100,000 target was reached within the first 2 weeks. It also really helped us as a family because it was a very, very dark time. George was being fitted with all his initial lines and going through his first chemotherapy.
Every penny that we raise for the Royal Marsden goes 100% to support children through that process. It goes 100% also to help fund research for children's cancer, and it's making a huge difference, both now and for children in the future.
I'm Andy Gibbs. I raise money for Help for Heroes, a charity that offers direct, practical support to those guys that need it, that have been injured in service for this great country since 2001. I was inspired to fundraise for Help for Heroes in 2008. On the way back from a 7-month deployment, we saw the difference in the papers that the money was making. We wanted to do something to add to that pot of money. We raise money for Help for Heroes by walking. I've walked over 1,225 miles for the charity. We conduct charity bucket collections at train stations, tube stations, and over 180 sporting events over the last 7.5 years. The most rewarding aspect of fundraising is seeing that the money is doing so much good for the guys that have given so much for this country. And there's a positive comments the British public give us when they see us out with our nice big red Help for Heroes buckets. Our motivation to fundraise and to carry on fundraising is driven by the success we see for Team Invictus at the Invictus Games, at the Paralympics, and that the money that we are raising is doing the good for the guys that gave so much.
My name is Jess, and I set up the Anna Lewis Brighter Future Fund in memory of my daughter Anna. We set up the Anna Lewis Brighter Future Fund 5 years ago after my younger daughter Anna died at the age of 1 of mitochondrial disease, and we wanted to raise money for Great Ormond Street Hospital for research. We've been fundraising for 5 years now, and we've asked family and friends to come and help us. So between us all, we've climbed mountains, we've run marathons, we've shaved heads, baked cakes, pretty much everything in between. As a family, we've also done Race for the Kids, which is a Great Ormond Street event, which is a 5K run. Currently there's no cure or even treatment for mitochondrial disease, and for us as parents, being told that there was no treatment or cure for our child was heartbreaking, and we don't want any other parents to have to be told that. The money that we're raising through the Anna Lewis Brighter Future Fund, we've asked Great Ormond Street Hospital to put into research into mitochondrial disease with the aim one day of there being a treatment and a cure for this awful illness.